My brother is also a big inspiration, and he was like a really big inspiration to me, like early on.
ఓకే నమస్తే నేను మీ మల్లేశ్వరి భరత్ ఈరోజు మీతో కాసేపు కార్యక్రమంలో కాసేపు ఒక ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ టాపిక్ భారత జాతికి చెందిన అబ్బాయి అమెరికాలో చిచ్చర పిడుగులాగా విజృంభిస్తున్నాడు. అతను ఎవరో కాదు, అమృత్ యాదవ్. ఐసెఫ్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ సైన్స్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ ఫేర్ అమెరికాలోని ఆస్టిన్లో ఈ యొక్క కార్యక్రమాన్ని నిర్వహించారు. అందులో పలు దేశాల యొక్క పిల్లలు అంటే స్టూడెంట్స్ ఈ యొక్క ఫేర్లో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేశారు. దాంట్లో అత్యున్నతమైనటువంటి స్థానాన్ని సంపాదించినటువంటి అమృత్ యాదవ్ మనతో పాటు ఉన్నాడు. హాయ్ అమృత్.
Hi.
హౌ ఆర్ యూ?
Good. What about you?
Fine, good. I just came to know about you, your success in ISEF. I just want to know your name and your background and your educational qualification and what makes you to go into the ISEF.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Amrit Yadav. I'm a current sophomore or grade 10 in the US.
Okay.
I'm from Austin, and the reason why I chose the project and chose to compete in this International Science and Engineering Fair was because in the 9th grade, I was introduced to this fair from my school, and then I found it extremely interesting. You know, all of these innovative projects from all over the world would be able to compete at this global scale. And even before that, you know, in middle school, there's this competition called Thermo Fisher Scientific Competition. I've been thinking about that in middle school, and then I always wanted to compete in one of those. So when I got into high school, I was extremely excited to start competing in these fairs.
Okay.
When I decided to choose my project, I saw this gap in the meniscal or the knee research.
Okay.
And I decided to work on this project to fix and bridge this gap in this medical field where it's actually applicable.
Okay, so it comes under ortho side of the
Orthopedics.
experiments. Yeah. So what you mainly discovered in that experiment?
Yeah, so what I discovered, right, through my preliminary research was that there's a huge gap in meniscal research right now. You know, there's two main problems that you can face. The first one is that either your meniscus, so basically how it works, right, is inside of your meniscus, there are these different layers, okay? So the inside of the meniscus, there's the red zone, and then there's the red-white zone, and then the white zone.
Okay.
So basically this white zone cannot heal because it's avascular. It can't support blood supply.
Okay.
So what it needs to do is that it needs a scaffold to allow this blood supply, or the scaffold is just an implant, right? So it just needs one of these scaffolds to support this blood supply. And in the current market, the main problem is that, number one, these scaffolds are either not specific at all, and they are more like generic, like off-the-shelf scaffolds that fit to your knee, and they can fail up to 25% of the time within 5 years of implantation.
Oh, good.
And the second problem is that they are specific, but then they take a long time to manufacture from these tissue engineers, and this could be days to weeks, right?
So your ideas are going to be a add-on for the medical terminology in the coming years. What do you say?
So my project is this computational model that bridges this gap, right?
Okay.
And I think it could definitely be implemented in the future, not only for the meniscus, but for any type of tissue engineering, because it's something called tissue agnostic, which basically means that it can fit to any type of tissue as long as you customize the pipeline or this computational software custom fit to each type of tissue.
Okay. Amrit, you look very young, and the way you're talking is very well matured, and you're discovering the new medical terminologies into the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is the main motivation to get into this activity?
Yeah, so like for science as a whole, right, I've always been extremely curious.
Okay.
I've been like interested in different hobbies like origami, for example. I've been like interested in the geometry of things. From an early age, I've been, curious about the world.
Okay.
And about medicine too, because
you want to give something for the society.
Yeah, exactly.
I can see in your eyes.
I feel like that's like the most tangible impact that you can have.
Yes.
Especially in modern day like occurrences, right? Like there are these neurodegenerative diseases. There are these orthopedic diseases, like the ones that I'm working on. There are these like corneal diseases, like so many new diseases, especially over time. As the world evolves. And especially in your like local community, there's so many things that you can do to help combat these issues. And I feel like for example, this podcast, right, in specific, I feel like when people are hearing about this, right, they're getting inspired to activate this change,
absolutely.
More on a local scale, and this can revolutionize not only on the local scale, but then inspire international level.
International level. It's a higher level. You mean to say?
Yeah, inspiration.
Looking like as a young scientist to me.
Yeah.
Right, Amrit, ISEF. What are the main, participants you find in different countries and different world standard students over there, and how did you feel in that competition?
Yeah, so it was a extremely inspiring experience, I have to say.
Okay.
There were a lot of different people and a lot of events within ISEF to meet these different students from all across the globe. There were these, like, for example, there were a lot of people from the US, but then not only from the US, there were people from Puerto Rico, there were people from India, from here,
Okay.
From Australia, and
sorry to disturb you. Like students from over here, they have to apply for this ISEF, or like they are the students over there?
Yeah. So I heard that you have to compete through the India's national fair.
Okay.
So in the US, right, there are these regional and state level fairs, but then in India itself, there's this national fair that you have to compete in, and I've heard that it's like extremely competitive. Like one of the most competitive fairs to get into ISEF.
Okay, so it's a top standard affair, you mean to say?
Yeah, it's like a tier 1, like sort of top fair. This is ISEF is the biggest international science and engineering fair like in the world. So as you can imagine, the national fair for India, like such a intelligent and bright country, right?
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right. Coming back to your success, I want to know who is the success, who is the inspiration behind you?
Yeah, so I had like a lot of inspirations, and especially while I was researching, there was this very interesting researcher that I came across.
Okay.
Her name is Lorna Gibson.
Okay.
And her research, it was very specific to my research, which is tissue engineering. And the way that she explained things was extremely interesting to me. There's this thing called MIT OpenCourseWare. I was able to see all of her different lectures, and the way that she was presenting was extremely clear.
Okay.
And all of these students, they seemed so engaged. So I want to see how I can inspire, just like she did, other people to enact
inspired
this
you a
change.
lot to do with this project.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, coming back to your family, like I'm going to say, may I know your family introduction?
Yeah, sure. So both my mom and my dad, they work in the computational side of things. My brother is also a big inspiration. He also competed at the state level fairs, and he was like a really big inspiration to me, like early on.
Okay.
And my parents also, my mom, she works in the computational side, and I was able to see like kind of the day in the life sort of thing.
Okay.
And then also my dad, he has a lot of expertise in this side,
Okay.
So I was able to kind of learn from their experiences and grow as I went on.
Okay, so it's in and out. You have all the success stories all around your corner, right? So Amrit, coming back to your school, right? So you're into the 10th standard.
Yeah.
So which school you're studying?
Yeah. So I'm studying in a kind of large public school in Austin.
Okay.
You know, the 10th standard, usually students around this grade level in the United States, like right now, it's the summer for us, you know, it's the break time. Everybody's studying for standardized testing. You know, in India, there's like the JEE, right?
Yeah.
For the United States, there are these two different tests, like the SAT and ACT. So most of my friends and I are preparing for the SAT right now.
Okay. So I wish you all the best, Amrit Yadav. So in future, I would like to see you as a most renowned scientist in the world. Thank you very much for being in the studio. Thank you.
Thank you.